Today we are going to go over slope from a graph. So what is slope and how can we figure out what it is by looking at a graph? Slope. The slope of a line tells us its direction and steepness. So the first line we have right here, and that is a positive slope. And that increases from left to right. Second one right here kind of looks like a downhill skier. The slope is going down. That is a negative. So it's a negative slope, and that line decreases from left to right. Now what if you have a flat line? It's flat all the way across. So here we aren't going up, we aren't going down. This is a zero slope. So it is a horizontal line. And last but not least, we have a line up and down here. The slope of that line is undefined. So undefined slope, it is up and down. So it's a vertical line. There's an eye. So positive slope right here, like a little skier going uphill, right, from left to right. It's getting higher the further right we go. Negative, so the further right we go, it goes down. It's a negative slope. Zero slope is going to be like cross-country skiing on flat ground, right? We're not going up, we're not going down. It has zero change. And then undefined is a vertical line up and down. So slope is also called the rate of change. This change remains constant between any 2 points on a line. Okay, so slope or rate of change. If something is looking for the rate of change, so rate of change, of change, not if change. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, there we go, rate of change. So 2 points on a line, it is going to be the same slope from there. So slope is the rate of change. To find slope, we're going to draw a right triangle between any 2 points on a line. Then we're going to count the vertical change and divide it by the horizontal change. This is known as rise over run. Then we will simplify the fraction if necessary. So also on here, you can see that there is m. M is slope. So when you see m, that means slope. And m is, so the slope is rise over run. Remember this, rise over run. Okay, so what do I mean by rise over run? Looking at the graph we have here, I need to find 2 points on the line. So there's a whole bunch of points on this line. But the easiest points for me to find are ones that go through the little corners of the grid. So right here, they cross perfectly. So which what do I have that does that? Well, I have right here, it crosses at the origin. See, I have a spot here. I have another spot here. And it looks like last spot right there. So here, here's the little dots I drew. It's a better color. So, rise over run. Okay, rise. If I'm starting at this point, and I want to get to this point, okay? So rise over run. I look at my line. First, I look at my line, it goes up. So if it goes up, it is going to be a positive slope. So my slope is going to be positive. So let's call this point A and point B. I want to make a right triangle connecting point A and point B. So rise over run. I start at point A, and I go up 1, 2. I go up until I'm even and able to go straight across the line to point B. So rise over run. Rise, I went 1, 2, up. So my rise would be 2. And then from that point, I'm going to run over to get the point. So 1, 2, 3. It takes me 3 moves to get to point B. So rise over run. So the slope of this line is 2 over 3. Now let's see if that is correct by going from point B to point C. From point B, if the slope is correct, it is 2 over 3. So 2 would be my rise, 3 would be my over. So let's see. 1, 2, up. And then for my run would be 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3. So 2 tall, 3, and I'm going to use bright pink to make that right triangle. Right there, 2 over 3 is the slope of that line. Okay, now how do I find the slope if I do not have, it doesn't quite tell me what it is, but I need to find a slope of a line. So same way, I know M equals rise over run. So my rise, find 2 points that crosses the X, or crosses the grid perfectly. So it crosses here and it crosses here. Okay, now I need to go rise over run. So here is my perfect little triangle. How far do I go up before I go over? Pay attention to this. This is where they're going to try to trick us. This is not 1, 2. It's negative 20 to negative 15 to negative 10. So I go up by 5, 10. So, what color here? So 5, 10. So that is 10. So the rise is 10. And the run, I go from here to here. Well, look at my X value, 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is 1, so 10 over 1. This is a positive slope, so I know my slope is going to be positive. 10 over 1 simplifies to 10. So M equals 10. Now looking at this line, it's going down. It's higher on the left and then it goes down. So I know right away I'm going to have a negative slope. Okay, just looking at that, I know it's going to be a negative slope. So this was a positive slope. And this is going to be a negative slope. Okay, so M equals rise over run. Find 2 points that cross. Well, right there, it crosses the y-axis. And crosses here, and it crosses there. Those are 3 points. I only need 2, but those are 3. So now rise over run. And I know my slope is going to be negative. So first, let's create a right triangle. Pay attention to how far these skip. Let's go 2, 4, 6. So every square is really 2. So 2, 4, 6. So that is 6. So rise is 6 over. And right here, go 0, 1, 2. So those are under 1. So 1, 2, 2. 6 over 2. But I know that is negative because just by looking at my line, it's going to be negative. 2 goes into 6. How many times? I can simplify that. Equals negative 3. So my slope for this graph is negative 3.